Today we're doing buttonhole, and the neighbors are using a chainsaw. I apologize in advance, but we're going to do the best we can here. Really quick, I did want to do a really short blanket demo. So blanket stitch, when you do it really close together, it makes buttonhole. So really quick, I wanted to do a little bit of blanket on the bottom, just like as grass. So basically I'm gonna come down here and then catch my strand down there. So I think of it as like little, I guess, J's. See how I made a little J? And then you can make them taller. Get your loopy. Oops, what is this? Or shorter, and you can change the distance between them. Etc. So when we use this to fill, we just do all these points really close together, right? So our stitches just get really small to fill a shape. So I've given you kind of a tricky shape, given you all of these triangles to fill. So fun. I have two colors. I'm actually wondering though if we should, no, never mind. So it's up to you. So at one edge, we're going to get this kind of, I don't know what we want to call this, almost beaded looking. And my plan was to have that along all of the edges here. Let's see, let me pull out my hoop so you can see. So you can see how that little edge goes all the way around. So the tricky part though is because we're not filling like a shape with more than 4 sides, right? We have this 3-sided triangle. That's the definition of a triangle, Jessica. It makes it tricky because if we come from a single point, it kind of changes what stitch we're doing. It kind of turns it into the eyelet stitch, which is still coming up. So you actually need to change where you're coming out of as well. So I don't know. Let's see. How do we want to do this? You know what? Let me just start and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to come up here. No. Okay, sorry. So usually I do come up from there, but I'm trying to have this match what I did on the bottom better so you can see how the blanket turns into a buttonhole. So I'm trying to mirror this except while filling this shape. We'll see if it works. We'll see. So I'm going down on my line and then I'm going to come up along this bottom part. It's hurting my brain a little bit. All right. Okay. Not so bad. This might be working. Is that I usually come from the other direction. But this is a good exercise for me here. So you can see we're getting that little, obviously it's not actually beaded. What do we want to call that? Textured edge? I don't know. Twisted edge? It's definitely a cool look. Like there's no really other stitch you can use that'll give you that. And this stitch, it's possible to make it absolutely solid, but usually when I do it, I do have some gaps, as you can see. Our little twisty edge will cover this guideline at the bottom, when we're done, if there's like these guidelines that you don't like showing, you can always cover those with something. Do a little backstitch there or whatever you want to do. Oh, thank goodness this is working. I don't know what I did here. It looks like I came too low on my guideline. Okay. Whew. That was a tough one. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Okay, let me do another one. But if you don't need to watch, then be on your way. Have fun. I'm going to switch to my other color. And let's see. What should we do? I'm going to do from over here. It's still a triangle, but it's definitely a different triangle, right? I wonder what they're doing next door. We've had pretty good luck with these videos as far as random noises. No major cat interruptions. Not sure anyone's come to the door. It's impressive. So I guess we'll just have to put up with chainsaws today. So I always mix up which one's blanket stitch and what one is buttonhole, even though they're the same stitch. It's just, which one has the closer stitches, right? Which one you're using to fill. So if you think about what is a buttonhole, and if you actually look at the holes on your buttons, you'll see a really, really little stitch around the holes of your button where the stitches are touching. And yeah, there you go. That would be buttonhole stitch. And that's what we're doing here. All right, this is kind of tight, but I didn't want that gap there. So I guess that's probably going to be the trickiest part here is basically the direction of these lines. You want it to match this line, right? So for these ones, eventually it has to go here, right? So you want to kind of echo that. So let's see. Here's a pen. Why didn't I have a pen nearby? Okay, so hot pink pen it will be. So for this one, how do I get in here? You want to echo a stitch direction like that. Now for those really tiny ones, you might just fake it and do like backstitch or just fill it with satin stitch or something. If you want to try to get in there and do those really tiny stitches, you can. For this one, I would fake it. Yeah, I'd fake it. It's so tiny. On here, the umbrella is way bigger, so I was able to actually fill that shape with buttonhole, but here it's so tiny, I would just do something. No one's going to be like, hey, that wasn't buttonhole. Okay, have fun.